I have the air conditioning going and it's kind of loud. Are you gonna say hi? Yeah, here's Victoria. That's why everybody's here, right? You want to see Victoria and the other birds. And the other birds. Hi, Birgit. It's like 2, 3 in Austria right now. I love finding out what time it is, you know, where everybody's watching all the different time zones. Can you guys hear us okay with the air conditioning going on? Without it, it was like, got kind of hot in here, so I don't want to do that to the birds. So I'm kind of keeping the lights dim. I don't want you, the dinosaur. I want to keep them cool and comfortable. Hi from San Francisco Bay Area. Hey, Sue, how are you? Hello. Hi, Abby, Budgie. Grenard's here. Hello. Alice is here. Birds Rebecca and Maria TV is here, who has a YouTube channel. Hello. Joyce is here. It's so nice to see everybody here. Doris is here. Ria's here. Lisa's here. It's so nice. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. It's so nice to see everybody. Jesse is throwing sweet potato on us. He's having a good time. Do you see that? I like to use vegetables and fruit for my birds to forage. So if I find like a good deal at the grocery store, I will just give them the whole like sweet potato and they'll just have a blast. Hey Greta, hello, how are you? Greta, sorry about that, has a Facebook page called Pioneers and Other Parrots Companions. It's an educational Facebook page. And it's really good. It's really good. So helpful. So it's just so nice. But that's what Jesse's doing. He's enjoying that raw sweet potato. It tastes delicious. It's full of vitamin A, which is really good for his immune system. And he's having a blast. Well, look at that. He's having a blast. Hi, PI girl. Hello. So here is Michelle. Hello. Thank you so much. Thank you for praying for Victoria. Thank you, you guys. I am so behind on all my messages and emails and everything. I've been getting hundreds a day, and so many people that care for Victoria Cockatoo that are really concerned by what has been going on here. And you know, she had her procedure. She had the dyslorian implant put in, so it was quite a procedure, you guys. Like, I watched the whole thing. I was there. I filmed it, so we all can learn from it. And Birgit was like, I was sending Birgit. I always send Birgit little sneak peeks of stuff, and just to get her opinion on things. And she was just like, was it hard for you to see Victoria like that? And you know, it was at first. It was like the blood work was tough, right? And then when she's sedated, she's just really, you know, she's out of it, but she's still there, right? And so I'm talking to her, and that's what's so nice, to be in there and be able to talk to her. And it is kind of hard at first, but to know that that implant, like, is going to save her life. So when I saw the implant go in, it was, you know, and Dr. G put it in, she said, this is going to save Victoria's life. And when you hear that and you see it actually going in and you see the implant that is going to save her life for 6 months, it's incredible. And another incredible thing that I got to do that I never got to do with her before was listen to her heartbeat. So Dr. G, while she was examining her, she put the stethoscope to my ears and said, do you want to listen to Victoria's heart? And it was just so, it was amazing. It was amazing to hear her heart. I don't know if you guys have ever heard your bird's heart with a stethoscope, but it's incredible. It was amazing. So you'll see that video coming up. I have so many things going on. Like, I'm so behind on stuff because I've been taking care of her and I'm just super busy here, right? With work and everything. I think she wants to go up. Let's let her go up there for a second and then I'll bring her down because I don't want to push her today. I really don't want to push her and stress her out. But I'll bring Mr. Bueno here. Hey! Hello. Yes, she does, Greta, doesn't she? Greta said she looks wonderful today. Thank you. She was outside. She got some sunshine, and then she had a very light mist shower. She didn't get too soaked, but it was just enough for it was refreshing, and it, you know, wet her nares. It made her feel really good. So, oh, you're gonna start regurgitating. Oh Lord, have mercy. Thank you, Megumi. Everybody's prayers and all your positive thoughts just make so much difference. You know, when we're going through this stuff, like, what day was it? Friday. Dr. G didn't start the procedure till, like, I think it was like 6. So it got started pretty late. I kind of got lost too. It was one of those days. It was at a different location. And, you know, like when you're trying to, you leave early and then you get there kind of late and your GPS sends you to the wrong place. And then, you know, you got a bird in the car, it's getting car sick. You're just like, oh my gosh, no. Okay. Lovely to see all of you. Oh, thank you so much. Jody, so happy Victoria's feeling better. Yes. And bird lovers here. Hello, everyone. We can't wait to see Victoria. Well, she came and she went. No, I'm going to get her again. But yeah, so that was Lorian implant that helps the bad hormones. It helps kind of neutralize the bad hormones being released in the body. Will start to work in 2 weeks. And look at him. I don't even want to touch it. He's very territorial. When I touch his, did you hear he did the dinosaur? He's my dinosaur. Let's see. So it helps suppress the bad hormones. I'm gonna bring her. Let's see if she'll come. Over here. But so I don't know if you can see. Because this is a fresh incision, but it went in right here. Do you see that? There's super glue. It's a special type of glue. It's hard to see, but that's where it, right there, that's where it went in. And it's pretty big. It's pretty big. You'll see it in the video. For those of you that have always wondered about Deslorn implants, like what it looks like, how they put it in, you'll see Victoria get sedated. She's not under anesthesia, but she's sedated, which is way safer. And Dr. G told me the reason why, and it's just so much safer. The reason why veterinarians don't usually do it, they just gas birds down and then wake them up. It costs, like, it's quicker for them, right? Because when you sedate a parrot, it's a process. It takes like 2 hours. That's why we were there for so long. And the procedure, like what Dr. G was doing on Victoria, it was very thorough. Like, she was working on her probably for an hour and 45 minutes. And then you guys are also going to see an ultrasound too. So it's really interesting. And Victoria is sedated during the ultrasound, but you'll see the inside and you'll see her heart, it beating, and Thomas is trying to climb up. And then you'll see her ovary in there, and you'll see her intestines. Like, it's really fascinating. And then you can also see the metal clamps. There's these metal things inside of her that was put inside of her when she had her partial hysterectomy. In the ultrasound, you'll see that as well. So it's incredible. And then Dr. G took blood work, and then she also there's a mystery why her cloaca, the part where all the stuff comes out, is so swollen. And originally it was a possibility they thought she had cancer in her cloaca, but they did a biopsy and she didn't in January. So now it's why is it like that? And Dr. G thinks it's because we also, in the video, she'll talk about the sample that she took, the poop sample. When she looks at it in the microscope, there is no bacteria. Like, there's no good, there's no bad bacteria in there. It's like nothing. And so she was just kind of like, whoa. And the reason why that has happened is because she's had so many antibiotics to save her life throughout the years, right? Because she's had these infections from before she had her hysterectomy, the eggs sitting in there, all that stuff. So she's going to build up her bacteria now. So that's what we're going to start doing with a very special probiotics. I have to order it. Kind of hard to get, but we're going to get it. And super special. And so hopefully with that, getting some good and bad bacteria going in her gut, that's going to calm everything down. So you see that in humans, and that'll help her immune system. And that's also going to help with pain, which she's been having. You know, she was having a lot of pain last week. You guys saw, like, the pain was unreal. So Dr. G feels some of that pain is intestinal pain. And as you guys know that have, like, if you're celiac, you have Crohn's disease or stuff like that, intestinal pain is terrible. And birds get it. And it's something I think that a lot of people don't realize. And, you know, when our birds get sick, we give them Beatrill, right? They get Beatrill. There's other things. Whoa. Hey, no, that's no bueno. Don't start something over there, you guys. Be nice, Puff. Be nice. So they, you know, good and bad bacteria. And I think a lot of people, sometimes we don't realize that our birds' tummies are hurting, right? Our birds' tummies are hurting. And because they can't really tell us that their tummies are hurting. And then their poops, it's not like dogs or cats where, you know, you can tell if your dog or cat's poop, or your dog's or cat's tummies are hurting by, like, their poop, like diarrhea and stuff. Birds, it's not as noticeable, right? People don't notice it as much, especially the ones that might have those shavings at the bottom of the cage. You can't see your bird's poop. And so that's why, you know, I don't ever like to do those, right? I use newspaper as long as my birds aren't chewing it. And if they are chewing it, then I'll use this kind of paper. And if that's a huge problem, just use the grade. But I don't usually have to use the grade because I don't have issues like that. So it's really opening my eyes to a whole nother thing here. Because I always was just thinking her ovary is causing her pain, which it is. But that's not the only thing. So I'm actually excited about this because I feel it's a big breakthrough. This is the first time Victoria has seen Dr. G for this. Like, she saved her life in January when she became Bubble Bird, when she had that, we had that bit of a accident during the procedure, right? And, you know, it was unfortunate Dr. G wasn't doing it, and it wasn't anybody's fault. When you go in there with a scope, and especially a bird that has a lot of scar tissue, it's really hard to see what you're taking, right? And so her kidney, piece of her kidney was taken in that biopsy, and it was just supposed to be the cloaca, so that was unfortunate, and we didn't know, and then we also didn't know an air sac had been ruptured, so there were some things that happened, but Dr. G really helped Victoria, so we got through that. So we've been through some stuff in search of what is really going on, and I feel we're getting closer and closer and closer to really making a difference for her. So I'm excited. I'm excited, right? He's throwing stuff. Thomas is like wondering what is going on. Doris Dove, bird lover. Hello, I love your channel. Aw, thank you so much. I gotta tell you, these birds, they really make the channel special, don't they? No, Victoria, she doesn't say words, right? But she talks to me with body language. She talks to me when she dances. And, like, she has different dances that she does. She's, like, really distant today. Like, she's been kind of, like, wants to be left alone. And so I respect that space. So I'm going to see if, hold on, let me turn this up so you guys can see her. There she is. Isn't she beautiful? She's on her tree. Hi, Victoria. There she is. But when she does, like, her different dances, it tells me if she's happy. It tells me if she's frustrated. It tells me if she wants something, right? So birds dance for different reasons, but that's how Victoria communicates. Part of the way Victoria communicates with me. And just, I don't know, just like her eyes, her facial expressions, it's like she doesn't need to talk to me. Like this one, he used to show off. He speaks 2 different languages. I don't even do that. I don't, like, my goodness, yeah. So I'm really familiar with her body language, which is important for everybody to be familiar with your parrots, because every parrot has a different body language, right? Of when they're scared, of when they're happy, not feeling well. And so it's learning that body language of each individual parrot. Daisy, you're an amazing bird mom. Your babies couldn't ask for better or more attentive and loving mom. Well, thank you. Thank you. That means a lot. I've been doing this a long time, like a long time. almost going on 30 years doing this, and I had them since I was that one over there since I was a kid, baby. And so you just learn a lot, and then you learn from others. I learn from you guys, right? We learn from each other on here, and every day it's like I'm excited. I'm like, am I going to learn something new? But that's why the procedure was stressful. I will not lie, but I learned so much about Victoria, and you guys will see it in the video. I know I sound weird, like excited to show you a video where she went, had a procedure and there was needles and stuff like that, but I honestly feel it's gonna help other birds, and it also helped Victoria. So that's what gets me really excited about what I do on this channel. A lot of it is medical, right, and rescue, and I'm going to be introducing a new character on here. She is a nightmare. Like, she is my arch nemesis, and she's going to be on here. I don't know if any of you have seen our Instagram lately. Who just gave us a super chat? Somebody just gave us a super chat? Aw, miniature giant space hamster. Sending cheer your way, April, and for Victoria. You are such an incredible bird mom. Thank you so much. That is so sweet. Thank you so much. It means so much, and it'll go under her. So that's what makes me excited to have this channel, because I mean, it's not like the most popular, but it's like, you know, there's people that need it. There's birds that need it, right? And even if it just helps like a few birds, like changes their life or makes their life easier for their guardians to understand them, it's like so worth it, right? It's just so worth it. It's dark where I am, just tucked the birds in for bed. Oh, hi Nate. Where are you? Where are you? Are you on the East Coast? Chloe the Shorky Poo. Hello, I hope Victoria is doing well. She is doing better. She's over there chewing. I'm going to see if I can move her. I wonder if she'll mind. Let's see. That way you guys can see her, because you guys are here to see Victoria. There she is. There she is. Yes! Look at her. Okay, can you sit there? Will Victoria let you sit there? Oh, thank you so much, Megumi. Thank you so much for that super chat. We really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So sweet. There's so many, Bueno, it was Bueno. There's so many amazing people out there. But so the day I took Victoria Cockatoo, I was really nervous. And, you know, we've never had Dr. G do this before, right? So there's a lot of new to it, right? A lot of new. But when I brought her home, she was pretty woozy. Careful, Thomas. She was pretty woozy. And so I was up till 3 a.m. with her, because when you bring a bird home that has been sedated like that, they're going to be nauseous, and she gets nauseous anyways from a car ride. Like, she does not travel well, Victoria Cockatoo. She likes it here. And so I had to stay up to make sure, like, if she was sleeping, that she was still upright, because Dr. G didn't want her to, like, vomit and choke, right? Oh, I'm sorry. Sue, April, check your PayPal when you get a chance. Oh, thank you, Sue. I will. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. Thank you, Sue. And Sue has helped Victoria before. Many of you have. Birgit helps so much. You know, we're just so thankful for our bird community, our bird family. You guys are unbelievable. Thank you. So we were up. So she was tired, and the next day I had to go to work, but my mom was here with her. But I just hung out in here. I don't know if you guys saw the picture, but this is where I sleep when my birds don't feel well. My mom piled like 3 yoga mats. I messaged her, and my phone was dying, right? I wasn't planning on filming this at all. I was like, I'm not going to film this. But then then it was like, gosh, I hate for everybody to miss this. This is really educational. And Dr. G's like, just film it. And so I'm like, okay. And she's so great about that. She wants everybody to learn. And so my battery was running out. But I messaged my mom, like, Mom, can you set up Victoria's hospital cage. So we have this tube. It's like one of those plastic containers. It's really big, and I drilled holes in it. And then you can you screw the perch in there, and then you put towels on the bottom. And it's just great for if you have a bird that has like something like what Victoria had or isn't feeling well. You don't want to put them in like a big cage, right? Because they can fall, they can get hurt. And then if you try to like situate their cage, it's so hard. You gotta like lift the bottom, and it's like a nightmare. So in January, Dr. G told me to go to Home Depot, get the biggest clear tub I could. It was like super, I don't know, it wasn't even that expensive. And then I drilled holes and all kinds. I have a video on it actually. It's it's on YouTube. I don't remember the name, but I think it's how to set up I think it's how to set up a bird hospital in your home. I should release that. I should release that on. Sorry, Yasmin. They deleted your comment because there were so many emojis. We can only have 3 emojis. YouTube will come down on here and take us out. I saw them though before they got deleted. They were really pretty. So it's just a really good way to keep your birds safe and comfortable. Grenard, when Clive came home from his eye injury, I put a big fuzzy blanket in his cage in case he fell down. That's perfect. Yasmin, more emojis. We can only do 3 at a time, but thank you so much. Yeah, that's so good. Like it, especially if you have a cage that's not too tall, and Grenard has conures. And if it's not too much of a fall, you can put like something at the bottom. So if they do fall, they definitely have nice, secure, that they're not going to get hurt. And I actually have that in Thomas's cage because he's handicapped. He's like missing part of his wing because somebody decided to pinion his wing. And so he's just like, one side is fully grown and the other one, I was looking at it the other day, it's just they removed a bunch of bones in it. It's people do the craziest things to birds so they can't fly. So they like cut it. But so he falls, right? And he does have seizures once in a while. He hasn't had one in a long time, which is great. But I do have special padding at the bottom. And we have that at our Amazon store, and it's the type of padding that their nails won't get stuck in it. So I'll put like clear paper. I'll do like this packing paper, right, that we use for our Parrot Playhouse toys. You can buy packing paper, and I'll just kind of lay it on top, and it works great. Is there I see a super chat. Flock friends, thank you so much, Madeline. So Madeline has a YouTube channel. It is so sweet. Madeline has sent the birds so many wonderful things, goodies, all kinds of stuff. And she buys our toys, which helps me provide for these guys. She buys toys from parrotplayhouse.com, and I really appreciate her. But she has a YouTube channel, and what I really love is she has an Instagram called Madeline's Flock. And I don't know why her Instagram doesn't have like 20,000 followers at least, because it's so good. She is so creative on the life that she's given to her birds, and she is a handicapped African gray. He's complete. He can't move his legs. He's splayed legs. She gives him the best life. I just love that. Yeah. Oh my goodness, Rebecca. Birds, Rebecca, and Maria TV. Thank you so much. You should not have done that. Like you've got your hands full with your stuff. You are so sweet. Thank you so much. And Birds, Rebecca, and Maria TV also she has a wonderful YouTube channel as well. So educational. She's so good to her babies. Sandra, when my lovebird was sick, I put him in a smaller cage so he wouldn't hurt himself. He had a neck brace and couldn't fly. Oh, that sounds really good. Dr. G gave me, it was just like a tiny little plastic container to bring Victoria in from the hospital. She had her pack-a-bird, but she was so drowsy. We just put her in, it's like a reptile plastic bin. It worked great for the ride home, and I just kind of covered her. Do you want to come here? Do you want to come here? What are you doing up there, baby girl? Do you like exploring? Hi. You want to come to Mama? Uh-oh, I think we're going to get a dance. Are you going to dance? Wow, baby girl. What is it? What are you looking at, huh? You want to come to mama? Gonna dance, 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 dance. Doesn't she look so cute? She says there's the baby girl. Yo, careful there, little one. Look at her. Woo, she's a good-looking girl. Bird Lady Speaks is here, who also has a YouTube channel. I love how April knows everything about her followers. Well, I don't know everything, but I do know that you guys are important to me. You guys are important to me. And I do know you rescued a cockatoo. And that is so incredible, right? Because cockatoos, there's so many cockatoos out there, and there are very few people that can keep them. Well, I don't know if we can completely keep them happy in captivity, but pretty happy and healthy in captivity. So I love it when I see someone that has adopted or rescued a cockatoo, and it's given them an incredible life, or any bird, right? All birds matter. All birds do. So I love that. I've got so much respect for Bird Lady Speaks. Stealing my heart all over again. Oh, you stole mine. Wonder Woman, what's that thing that parrots do or cockatoos do with their mouth, like someone does when tasting something? Like this? So, oh, good question. Good question. So it can mean a couple of things, right? What? Look at her, look at me. What? What is it, baby girl? Come here. It can mean a couple things. So that's a really good question. So with Victoria, it can mean she's nesty. And so if I'm petting her and she starts doing that a little too much, that's where I'm like, she's getting a little bit too stimulated, and I'll put her down. She wants this stand, and Jesse's on it. Jesse's on it, princess. You had that whole thing over there. Yeah, he's on it, and if I take him off of it, I'll probably get bit, because he's really enjoying that toy of ours. So it can mean they're getting nesty. It can mean that they're happy. It means many different things, and so it's about getting to know your bird and its body language, and finding out what that means for their bird. But it definitely means that they're getting excited. And so if you are holding your bird and they're doing it a little too much, and they start putting up their little bottom and stuff, I don't want to maybe stick them on a stand and give them a treat and step back a little bit till they unwind, because some birds will get nesty, and like Victoria will, and some birds could get aggressive. So they're kind of like cats. You know how when you get a cat overly excited, you'll be petting them and they'll just be loving it, and all of a sudden they'll just scratch you? Some birds do that too, and you don't want that happening, especially with like a beak like that. And you don't want to have your face closed when that happens, because they are wild animals and they surprise me like every day. And so you want to avoid those accidents, those bites, and those behaviors, right, before they start. So you just really want to be aware of your birds when you're interacting with them. Let's see. Rico is over 30 years. So Lisa's Rico is over 30 years old. Whoa. Neo Dodge Stevan 29 for the let's see. Ben the bird lover. I am so happy VC is doing better, and I know it has been a long time since this has happened, but how are the black swans? Oh man. That, I have never seen such drama. I in the bird world. Like black swans, it's crazy. These people with, these HOAs with ponds, and they have like these expensive birds plopped in it, like, so they sell houses and stuff. That's how these swans originally happened years ago. So the one that was injured was euthanized at the shelter, like right when rescue was on its way. It's crazy. I don't want to a certain organization went in last week and started destroying the nesting sites with babies, like kicking it, destroying them. They ended up hitting one of the male black swan that was trying to defend his family It was terrible. They just went in. They're saying it was the CDC. I'm not sure. I need to get video of this. I need to confirm the story. But I was getting reports from Greg, who was the original one that reached out to me about the black swans. But evidently they went in there and they're trying to destroy them, from what I understand. And then he sent me pictures of the babies and the mom just on the grass. And one of the moms was trying to lay her eggs in the middle of all this. So she doesn't even have a nest. And so she was kind of egg bound. Like, it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. I don't know what the solution is. That was not it, what they've done. I heard it was that organization. I could be wrong. I was asking, do you have video? Do you have proof? Because I was going to share it. I haven't gotten a picture of it. I haven't gotten video of it, but I did get pictures of the babies with, like, no nest, nothing. And the mom on the ground trying to lay eggs with no nest. So it's a mess over there at Lake San Marcos. And I don't know what they're going to do. No clue. All right. Which parrot is your favorite? Oh, I don't have favorites. All these birds are so unique, right? I know you see me with Victoria a lot, but she's the most needy. Like, she needs me a lot. But I love all these birds for all different reasons, right? It's just incredible. They're like, they're the whole package. I have to have them all, I just love them all so much. Like, Baby's been with me my whole life back there, practically, and I don't know, the puff monster, he's a monster, but his personality just, oh my gosh, he is so cool. I know sometimes you guys see me kind of going, he's making me crazy, but I love him. You want this? Yeah. Is that better? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We saw that coming. Oh, now we got a handout. I should give it to Victoria last. You want one? Because then, this is what happened last time, because then everybody wants one, right? Let's see. Bootlay. I got a Latina cockatoo today, and he is already stepping up. We named him Pika because his face looks like, he already learned that we're safe and allows us to pet him. He adores. Aw, that's great. Definitely take it slow, though. Definitely take it slow. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Enjoy your new bird. And definitely be careful if you don't know about Teflon pans. They're toxic. And cleaning products. Birds are just basically made out of air. And so their lungs don't filter things. Their air sacs don't filter things like our lungs do. So if you have any cleaning products or you're smoking, just anything like that, there's no filter going through and it just goes right to their organs and they can die very quickly or in time. It can make them very sick. So definitely check out our, if you don't, you probably already know all this. We have a lot of educational videos on that just in case. And if you already know this, maybe somebody on here didn't know. So that's always good. Steve-O. I have a cinnamon white-faced cockatiel. He's really cute and loves to be pet on his head. He's bonded to me really fast and we're best friends now. Aw, I love cockatiels. They are so wonderful. They make me so happy. I wish I could have one in here, but I can't because the puff man, he would probably hurt him. He would definitely hurt him. So I got to stick with the bigger birds in here. Okay, I have a huge heart for all parrots. Me too. Me too. Oh, there's, look at, now she's happy. She was hungry, even though she just had dinner. Yeah, the black swans. Isn't that terrible? I am scared to even look at that. If you guys go onto Facebook, and if you look at Lake San Marcos, that page, Greg updates about the black swans. It is a soap opera. Like, I got involved trying to help at the beginning. I figured, how hard could this be? But it is a nightmare that just keeps on going. Because they keep having babies and they get injured. And, there's Project Wildlife won't help take them. because they're not native. And then the shelter won't take them. It's a mess. And there's like, there's like the rescues, there's parrot rescues. It's just, they fell between the crack. Like, there's nothing it's just a mess. I've never seen anything quite like it. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Jesse is lurking. Oh my goodness, flock friends, thank you so much. Did I hand him that, or did he or did he get that himself? That is so funny. Poor baby and Puffy, I can't get to them. Thank you so much, Madeline, for that super chat. That is so sweet. You know what I need to get, you guys? I need to get one of those things where it has like an arm, you like snap it and you can reach. That way when I'm sitting here, I can like hand each bird a treat. That's exactly what I need. I need to see if they have such a thing on Amazon and order one. And then I'll put it at our Amazon store so all of you can just sit on your couch and hand your birds treats like 5 feet away. Wouldn't that be cool? Steve-O, there is a huge aviary near me that have a whole humid jungle for a bunch of birds. It's really cool and big. They rescue birds and put them in aviary. That is so nice. That is so nice. The tricky thing about swans is they're really heavy birds and they have to be in the water most of the time floating because the weight is too heavy for the organs. So that's what's tricky, finding rescues that have that, and then they're territorial. So that's the other issue with these swans. The trumpeter swans are even more territorial, and they had trumpeter swans there, and they were hurting the black swans. It is complete drama. It once again, something that should have never been brought into captivity, but people like them as decorations. A lot of these nice places with lakes like to plop swans in there, and they don't know what they're doing, and they don't think about medical or what happens when they start to mate, and they pinioned their wings so these birds can't even fly. So they're basically floating around, and there's coyote. It's a mess. I've never seen anything like it. It's a mess. They've got a mess over there. I don't know what they're gonna do. I have one of those grippy things from Amazon. They have them different lengths. Oh, well, that's perfect. Oh, Jesse. Hold on, Jesse. He's like, once more. He's had way too much, but oh, well, what am I going to do? Are pineapples safe for birds? Yes, you can give pineapples to birds. Everything in moderation, though. They're really acidic, but you can add for flavor, right? Yeah, I know. Humans, I know. And even bringing parrots into captivity. You hear me all the time talking about it, right? They're wild animals. And it's a lot of work keeping these guys happy. Crystal, that's why we only use stainless steel and cast iron frying pans. We never use Teflon frying pans in our apartment. Of course, we have a crazy Quaker parrot named Kipper. I love Quakers. I wish they were legal to have here. They are so sweet, and that's perfect. Jesse just tapped me. He should not be having this many. I just want to get through this live stream though. So, and they all want it. That's why it's good just to have safe pans, safe everything in your house. Because some people don't have like a bird room like this where it separates from the kitchen. I'm lucky like that, and they're on a different ventilation. So if something was to happen, they're not going to get any of it in here. But some people don't have that, so you want to make sure everything's safe. And you want to beware of those popcorn bags. Any of those bags that you stick in the oven now, like the turkey bags, or those popcorn bags you stick in the microwave, have Teflon. And I've heard of them killing parrots. Killing parrots. Okay, I've noticed that my conure prefers fruit, and my lovebird mostly ignores them. But he loves vegetables, greens in particular. That's great. And that shows that every bird is an individual. Okay, I am going to give the rest of the guys, look what Jesse has done here. Look what he did. Victoria, be nice. Look what he did. That was his sweet potato. He had so much fun. Okay, you guys, so look what she did. I am gonna give everybody else some treats, and I'm gonna let them entertain you. I'll be right back. Okay, here you go. I know, you've been so patient. So patient. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Here you go. Here's a treat. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. Forgive me. And Sammy's over here. Sammy, look at my flip-flops. Sammy, I never he's always in the corner over here. When I'm doing a stream like this, you guys, I have to make sure Puffy doesn't kill him. So I have to make sure that he's usually locked up and safe, because Puffman will do some sneaky maneuvers, and I don't want Sammy to get hurt. Yeah. We already had a little accident with Sammy one day. And Maui, my other Kaik, did I give you one, Maui? Where is Maui? Hold on, I gotta find Maui. He's fine, I just gotta find him. Where are you? Maui? Are you here? Oh, come over here. Okay. Sorry, I had to get a visual of him. He's doing good. That's enough for you, Jess. You don't need any more, buddy. You've had plenty. You've had plenty, buddy. Yeah, Jesse's beak is a chainsaw. It really is. He's laughing. Is that funny, huh? Yeah, I will give him, when I go to work, I'll give him a whole cabbage sometimes. Oh, the worst is when I give him a whole watermelon. Oh, I can't do that anymore because it's a mess. No, the worst is a pomegranate. That's the worst. Oh my gosh, the worst is a pomegranate. He's looking at this. I don't even know how much he's actually eating though. I think he just likes to destroy them. I'm just gonna let them, because when we do these lives, I'm just I just want them to get through the live and enjoy themselves. All right. Bird Lady speaks. I had fun, guys. Worked all night and been up all day. Whoa. Have a doctor's appointment in the morning. It's after 9 p.m. here. Have a blessed night, everybody. It's so nice to see you. Thank you, Bird Lady, for popping in and visiting, and just, we love you. And thank you for rescuing a cockatoo. I love that. Bye. Neo Goja. If you had one word to describe what it's like to own an African gray, what would it be? Oh, I don't know. They are so smart. They are so smart. There's just too many words. They are so intelligent, and they require, you constantly have to change up their cages, change up their environment. The African grays are a lot of work. They're not, they're not a screamy bird, but every bird's an individual. I don't really have one word for him, but to keep him happy, I don't know, he's a lot of work. I gotta really make that cage exciting. And I'm dealing with a bird that speaks complete sentences, and he knows what things mean. And if I forget something, like I've forgotten his water before, and he'll be like, can I have some water? He's so smart. And just imagine having a bird like that living in a cage. He's not in a cage all the time, but when I go to work, he is. So trying to set up a cage to keep a bird like that intelligent, busy, and not plucking or doing something like that, which he doesn't, but it doesn't mean that he couldn't start. It takes a lot. I know that wasn't your question, but it's a lot. The setup takes me, I don't know, set him up. It takes a good 10 to 15 minutes a day in the morning to set him up. Just his toys. I don't even know what word I would use for them. Okay, I can't believe he destroyed that sweet potato so quickly. That's what I'm talking about. So when I go to work, I'll have all the, because I make Parrot Playhouse toys. I'll have all these blocks, right? And then I'll have toys that I've made in his cage. And these toys take time to make. And so I'll put treats in there. And then I'll have like a cabbage. And then I'll have like a sweet potato, whatever I get on sale. Sometimes there's an organic banana in there too. I love it pumpkin season. Ugh. Pumpkins are great because they're not juicy, and they're full of vitamin A, and they can have the seeds. And so I'll put a huge pumpkin in there, and by the time I get home, he's demolished it. The pumpkin keeps him going. And squash. like those heavy duty squash, those things are great. I love fall because that gives me a lot to work with for my birds to stay busy. Jesse would like treat puzzles. What is a treat puzzle? I don't do the, like, you're talking about like the regular puzzles. I don't do regular puzzles in my birds' cages. I'm scared of those. I'm like, I don't know if there's glue, you know, on those puzzles, attaching it to the cardboard. So, oh, the box things with snacks inside. Oh, we haven't tried those. I'll have to check those out. Oh, cardboard boxes with stuff inside. I gotta be careful with cardboard boxes, because some birds, and him, he gets territorial, and he'll start really biting. Like, he'll start like protecting his territory, which is natural for him. And if I reach my hand in there, I'll lose it. So that's where I do have to have him step up on a stick when he's in his cage. So I got to be careful with that because he does get aggressive with cardboard boxes. But you know, it is quite nice. Tea boxes, right? So without the tea, like safe ones, like smaller boxes, I will use. So those are quite nice. Any suggestions for tree stands, like type of wood? Yeah. So you can use manzanita. I don't know if you're somewhere where there's manzanita, but you know, manzanita, eucalyptus, pine wood. I make all the toys out of pine wood. So those are some safe woods that you can use. Oh, you ate pumpkin straight out of the pumpkin. I've done that with my birds too. Alice, you're from New Jersey. That's great. It's probably late over there. Lisa, my Goffin Rico, he's very hyper low. Love him so much. I love Goffins. They are so much fun. Yes, but they are a lot of work. No doubt. I bet it takes a lot of work keeping your Goffin entertained. Probably a lot like an African Gray. Huh. You gonna scratch? Yeah. So funny. I give Jessie attention, and this one's kind of like, see how she's doing it with her mouth? That's kind of like, hey, look at me. Look at me. You a good boy? Huh? You're gonna be nice. You're gonna be nice. Oh, you're a kitty cat. That's very nice, Jessie. I had a book on birds and how to take care of them. Did you have one? When I was a kid, I did. There were only a few out back then. Hi, I'm going off topic, but I need help. I have 2 peach Nick lovebirds, and I have one of them is really aggressive. They are not tame, and I have them for 1 year. Their name is Cookie, Rocky, a biggest fan. Aww, that is so sweet. Okay, so Ray Andra. So you know the thing about lovebirds, it's so weird that they call them lovebirds, right? They can be super territorial. Bueno, yeah, no bueno. Super territorial. And you will see lovebirds beat up another lovebird. Like, that's a common thing. And so, you know, it's important to keep them, if they're doing that, in separate cages. You know, you can keep them side by side. But if they're aggressive, meaning that they're attacking each other, I definitely keep them in separate cages, but side by side. And then when they're out, you definitely want to supervise them. And, you know, if you do the other thing where one of the lovebirds is protecting the other lovebird because he considers it his mate or her mate, right? And so that's where you'll also see an aggressive, tiny bird devil, yes, a bird doing what's normal, right? Protecting its mate. So, you know, just kind of be aware of that. And sometimes if you take one out at a different time, you can make a breakthrough with them. They'll be more like to hang out with you and less territorial if you do one at a time. Okay, let's see. Addison, Boylan, and then some can just be so sweet. Lovebirds are really aggressive. Whoever named them lovebirds are, yeah, I don't know why they named them lovebirds. But then they can be like really like, you know, and then sometimes like, whoa, you know. Finn, love, good evening from New York, it's the same time here. Oh, the whipper chipper. Our green cheek took time to bond. Wait, hold on. Come here, Thomas. I think they're gay and in mating season can be really rough on each other, but they are still bonded. So you want to, that's kind of like a baby and puppy. Baby and puppy, they're both males. And so birds, they find their friends, they find their mates in captivity, but in the wild they have more room when they get aggressive towards each other, and that's normal. But what's different from the wild and captivity, in the wild they can get away from each other, right? In captivity, some birds are clipped, some birds aren't. Some birds are in the same cage. Some birds are in a room like this where they can get at each other. So that's where you just got to be alert. And when they're like that, sometimes if it's just so bad, sometimes with Puffy, it's really bad. He tries to beat up baby over there. And even though like they look like they're like best friends, right? Puffy, my Kaik, he gets super territorial, and sometimes he'll beat up baby. So when he's like that, I'll just have them come out separately. I won't have them come out at the same time. And then it gets better and it passes, right? So supervision, right? Oh, you are so beautiful. You're so beautiful. Oh. Okay. Yeah, bird pride. Okay. I know, Thomas. What species is that one on your hand? This is a lilac crown Amazon. This is Thomas. And we're pretty sure he was a wild parrot at one time. We have them flying all over here. And then he was probably caught where he fell out of a nest, and somebody got him and pinioned him, and then they messed it up and they dumped him. Now I have him. Haha, your Amazon doesn't want to talk. Low. I have a female Congo gray named Kyo. I live in Cyprus, and I bought her with from South Africa when I moved here. She is my baby. Aw, wow, you are on the other side of the world. That is so neat. Yeah, I love my African gray. Could you make a video about setting up cages in the morning? I do. On our daily routine, it's like me lying in bed with an eye mask and Victoria's on me. It shows setting up the cages in the morning. I guess I can make a specific video on getting the birds up in the morning and setting up their cages. If people would want to see that. It's hard to know what people want to see sometimes. April is the best parrot mom in the world. Oh, well, there are a bunch of amazing parrot moms on the super chat here. So many amazing ones. I look up to so many of you, right? So many of you. Duh, like what I do for Jesse. There he goes. And baby is all butts up. So funny. Well, you guys, is it true that cockatoos scream? Yes, it's true. Like, scream really loud. Not like annoying scream, like where it damages your eardrums and you have ringing in your ears type of thing, to where you live in an HOA and you got a screamy cockatoo. I was like, where's my cockatoo? So my laps. People all the time have to give up their cockatoos for that reason. And it's, they're flock animals. When they communicate, they scream, right? Contact calls, trying to find each other out there, and that's what they do in the wild. So it's normal for them to scream to a certain amount. In the morning they scream, at night they scream, just like the birds out there do. So yes, they are loud. Holy moly. The one in your hand, the best bird to get, if not, would you say? No, every bird is an individual. Every bird is different. Thomas is really, 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 really loud. And so is my other lilac. So, it's hard to say, because every bird, just like we are, we're all different. We all like different things. Some of us are boisterous. Some of us are loud. Some of us are quiet. It's the same with birds. And it also depends on how you're raising them as well, right? Every bird, you could take a screaming bird in one house, put that same bird in another house, and the bird doesn't scream. Or you could put a quiet bird in one house, move that quiet, perfect bird into another house, and the bird becomes a biter and a screamer. So it's about how you handle every situation as well with a parrot. Kim, I would love to adopt a parrot, but I don't know where to go. I live in Georgia. How close are you to South Carolina? There's Tennessee. There's a Tennessee rescue. Gosh, I want to say, is there any rescues? Are you guys familiar with any rescues in Georgia? I would think there's a rescue somewhere in Georgia. Who is your Oh, there's a question. Who is your sweetheart parrot and who is your stubborn parrot? Well, I mean, look at this girl. I don't know. I have a bunch of sweethearts in here. They're actually all sweethearts. But I think everybody looks at Victoria as like the sweetest. My most stubborn, my strong personality, it's okay. That would be the puff man. The puff man, he is determined. Like he is something else. He keeps me going. My Kaik, I always have to have one eye on him. I think I need like a GoPro, like watching him all the time in a screen because he is always up to no good. But also, he's just amazing. I love him though. Yes, Goffins are very loud. Georgia Rescue, I don't know the right spelling. Papayo, oh, here we go. Okay, Etsy has one. Very good. Okay, thank you. So there you go, Kim Smith. Etsy just put one right there. Thank you. Papayo Rescue House. Did you know any breeders that in that area? They are located in Georgia. Great job. Thank you so much. Flock power, you guys. Flock power. Well, you guys, I got you. Oh, thank you. Everybody's helping each other out. I want to get Kyo a friend in an Amazon or a Cockatoo, which would be a good match, and to keep together, maybe in the same cage eventually. And if I did, would Kyo stop talking? I wouldn't do that. I am not a fan of keeping birds in the same cage. Like I said, certain times a year, birds get aggressive with each other, and we're talking when birds are that size, they can rip beaks off of each other, rip toes off of each other. You could have two birds that get along and come home to a dead bird because they're trapped. They can't get out. And it's like it's basically like an arranged marriage, right? You're putting two birds together that are highly intelligent and telling them this is going to be your friend. Well, we don't know if they're going to like each other because you could have two totally different personalities. Like Thomas, I can't put them together. I can't put Victoria and Jessie together. I can't put two Kaiques together here. They'll kill each other. Although Baby and Puppy, they chose each other. So if you're going to get another bird, let that be for you. But if you're going to get another bird and you want company for your bird, you could always have TV for parrots. Parrot Town has TV for parrots on YouTube. Or you can have cages that are somewhat close to each other. And a new bird can make the other bird scream or vice versa. You just don't know. You're dealing with some really intelligent birds here. And like I said, it's like an arranged marriage. I mean, would you want somebody picking your roommate that you don't know, right? And all of a sudden you show up and you got this roommate in this tiny, like, you're with this, like, you're like, what on earth? It could be really scary, so I wouldn't recommend that. Always separate cages with these guys, unless it's something special, right? Unless it's something special. But if you're bringing a new bird in like that, be so careful. Her flock is so explosive. The Cockatoo and Gray, so nice, but the drama and the fighting, possibly injury, is a second away. Yes. Yeah, this room, if I'm not supervising, like, things can happen, like, real quick, especially with the puff man over there. He's always waiting, and I don't even know where Baby is. Where the... Oh, he's eating. But yeah, you gotta supervise them. They're toddlers with really sharp beaks. Yes. All right, you guys. Well, I better get these birds to bed. I better get Victoria Cockatoo to bed. She's tired. And I got to give her her medicine. She's taking medicine for inflammation, and she's on high doses. Yes, hearing loss can occur with louder birds. Don Scott has lost 60% of his hearing, and he has cockatoos. 60%. A lot of people that have parrots have that constant high-pitched ringing in their ears over time because the screaming does damage your ears. So yes, birds, these guys are loud. They're meant to be flying in the jungle and making noise, not in a room where the sound bounces. Okay, gosh, okay, then I won't do that. So it's better to just be me and her. And if I do one day get a cockatoo, I will keep him in a separate cage. Thanks for advice. You got it. That is so awesome. I'm so glad you asked that question because, hey, I'm sure there's other people that are wondering that as well. So I love it when people ask questions. I love it. It takes courage to ask questions. There's never a bad question, ever. Yeah. All right, you guys. Well, we love you. We appreciate you joining us tonight. It was so much fun. We appreciate you. Thank you, everybody, for your prayers and support on going for Victoria. She's going to have to do this every 6 months to keep her alive. But, I'm committed, and you'll see in the video. You'll understand. So look for that video. Hopefully I'll have it out in a few days. And thank you so much for the super chats, you guys. That is so great. It's going to go to her to keep her going. And what I don't use this surgery, I will use it in 6 months. I promise you that. And I'm going to give these. I'm going to continue to take such good care of her. I love her and all my birds. I love all my birds, all of them. So thank you so much. Thank you for all your comments. I'm behind on all of them, so I will get to them. But we love you. All right, you guys. Yeah, Thomas, that was for you. We love you. Bye. Here we go. Let's hit the button. Okay, there we go.